Welcome to the Environmental Studies lesson on ecosystems. By the end of the video, you will learn about what is an ecosystem, components of the ecosystem and trophic levels. You'll also learn about ecosystem functioning, nutrient cycles, ecological succession and ecosystem and human intervention. Imagine a world where every organism, from the tiniest microbe to the largest whale, interacts with its environment. This complex network is what we call an ecosystem. It's a dynamic system, a community where living beings like plants, animals, and microbes interact with non-living elements such as water, air, and minerals. Every part of an ecosystem depends on and influences every other part, creating a delicate balance. The term ecosystem was coined by Professor Arthur Tansley in 1935. It originates from eco, meaning environment. Essentially, an ecosystem encompasses all organisms in a given area, interacting with each other and their physical surroundings. These interactions lead to a flow of energy and cycling of materials, vital for maintaining life. Ecosystems are fascinating in their complexity. They have two main features, structural and functional. Structural features include both living, biotic, components like plants, animals, and microorganisms, and non-living, abiotic, components like water, air, and minerals. On the flip side, functional features involve processes like energy cycles, food chains, and nutrient cycles, all crucial for the ecosystem's health and sustainability. Ecosystems come in all sizes. They can be as small as a puddle or as vast as an ocean. The largest ecosystem is the Biosphere, encompassing the entire Earth where life exists. The Biosphere consists of smaller ecosystems, each unique in its structure and function, influenced by factors like climate, vegetation, and soil. The Biosphere, or ecosphere, is where life thrives on Earth. It includes three main subdivisions: the lithosphere, land, hydrosphere, water, and atmosphere, air. These components interact at various levels, supporting life through processes like photosynthesis and respiration. The biosphere's energy comes primarily from the sun, driving all life processes within it. Every biome, like a desert or a forest, is made up of smaller units called ecosystems. These ecosystems are defined by their biotic and abiotic components and their interactions. For instance, the Thar Desert ecosystem is characterized by its arid conditions and unique plant and animal life, just as a pond ecosystem is defined by its fresh water and aquatic life. The biotic components of an ecosystem are its living elements. Producers, like plants and algae, create their own food through photosynthesis. Consumers, such as animals, depend on others for food. Decomposers, like bacteria and fungi, break down dead matter, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. This cycle is crucial for sustaining life. In an ecosystem, every organism belongs to a specific trophic level based on its food source. The base is formed by producers, followed by various levels of consumers, and finally the top carnivores. Energy flows from the lower to higher trophic levels, but with each step, some energy is lost as heat, limiting the number of sustainable levels. Food chains represent the flow of energy and nutrients from one organism to another. There are three main types. Grazing food chains start with green plants and move up to herbivores and then to carnivores. Detritus food chains begin with dead organic matter, moving through decomposers to other organisms. Parasitic chains start with plants and move through various parasites. The functioning of an ecosystem revolves around the cycling of matter and the flow of energy. Unlike energy, which flows in one direction and is eventually lost as heat, nutrients cycle continuously. The sun is the ultimate source of energy, driving these processes and ensuring the ecosystem's health and sustainability. Nutrients like carbon, nitrogen, and water cycle through the ecosystem, supporting life at all levels. These cycles ensure that nutrients are recycled and reused, maintaining the balance necessary for life. For instance, the carbon cycle involves the exchange of carbon dioxide between the atmosphere, organisms, and the sea, vital for maintaining Earth's climate. Human activities significantly impact ecosystems. From altering natural habitats to climate change, our actions can disrupt the delicate balance of these systems. Understanding and respecting the complexity of ecosystems is crucial for preserving the planet's biodiversity and ensuring a sustainable future for all forms of life. That brings this lesson to an end. For additional information on this lesson, please look at the content below the video in the online course. To get a list of the important questions and their answers for this lesson, please refer to the guidebook by our publications provided to you with this course for free. It shows you a list of all the questions that have the highest chance of coming in your next exams based on research carried out on previous year question papers. All the best, and I'll see you in the next lesson.